Good evening, Rockets fans. Today we're going to be talking about Rockets versus the Knicks last night. Unfortunately, we did lose. There's some good things that we could talk about in this game, some bad things. And then we're going to have a special side note talking about this clamoring trade that's going on in the NBA. All of the trade and the news that's going on in the NBA. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to have a fun one today. In the first quarter, y'all took my advice, understood that we had great ball movement early. We got Cat into foul trouble. We were hitting on offense. We had a great start. Great start. If we could have been consistent throughout the game in that regard, I think that the outcome of the game would have been different. So, y'all have got the ball movement down. Let's try to use that in the game tonight versus the Nets. But let's try to limit the turnovers. Let's try to dribble and have control. To me, honestly, I was seeing a trend of this earlier on in our previous games. It seemed that we were kind of really willy-nilly with the ball, right? And I wanted to give a leash towards some of the players, the Amen Thompsons of the world, the Jalen Greens of the world, because those brothers are talented. They're talented. And although they're talented and can make something out of nothing, sometimes it's time to dial it back. And a good time to dial it back is on a 3-game losing streak, unfortunately. So in order for us to get on a good way or a good part of the season and to get our mojo back, we got to take care of the basketball, man. Too many turnovers. But back to a positive note, on the second quarter, Amen Thompson, man, you exercised great patience with this play. Took somebody off the dribble, utilized the pump fake, utilized your pivot foot. Beautiful, beautiful finish. And on a following play, not their play right after this, but then had a excellent dime to Steven Adams. And for those that aren't too hip to the lingo when it comes to a dime, that is an assist. So from here on, all of the fans here on this page, man, understand that a dime means an assist. And this was one hell of a dime here. We had a good, aggressive first half. I think that if we played the first half if we played the second half how we played the first half, we could have had a different outcome onto this game. But onto the third quarter, again, too many turnovers. Jalen Green, Amen Thompson. Y'all are getting too fancy dribbling into traffic. So try to stay away from the double teams. Try to make solid passes out of the double teams. As you see here in this instance or this play here, I have Jalen Green driving to the basket on the left side of the basket, getting up into the air, which is a no-go. They teach you that in fundamentals, and making a cross-court pass. I'm not all the way cross-court, but from the paint back to the three-point line, you're making a pass off your feet, in traffic, through the double team. Just a recipe for disaster, and it was a disaster here. The Knicks were going on a run. Again, how we can nullify the great play that was on the Knicks, because they got an all-star, deservedly so, in Jalen Brunson. They got a heck of a team over there, and hopefully they're able to win a championship this year. But it all starts and finishes with this guy, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Green, I would love for you to get this guy Brunson's number. Work out with him over the summer, because this dude's understanding of the angles of of basketball is second to none. So, yeah. I was liking our energy and our effort up until this point into the game. Again, we had one too many turnovers, but Cam Whitmore had an explosive finish to the quarter, man. Shout out to him. Let's get into the player of the game. The player of the game goes to Aaron Holiday. Again, I am not going to, on my page at least, for the Birds, I am not going to give the leading scorer of our team the player of the game. I'm going to give it to the person that's most needing of the recognition, that may not necessarily get onto the highlights or the ESPNs of the world. Aaron Holiday made very timely baskets. He played excellent defense and had an amazing game, with a special shout out to Cam Whitmore, because that guy plays huge in big moments, and evidently so did Aaron Holiday. Another guy that does amazing in big moments. Again, we're gonna talk about the future of this franchise. Not to say that he's gonna be the first option or anything, but on those back-to-back games that Fred VanVleet isn't playing, I would like to see Amen Thompson get a lot more run, bringing the ball up, making decisions. Because the faster that he's able to acclimate, because this guy's mind is like a computer. I could tell this guy's intelligent, man, because he gets better each and every night, and you're seeing the improvement that he's making each and every night. So, number 4 overall draft pick for a reason, man, and I'm seeing that here. Even without a solid three-point shot, this dude is turning heads in the NBA, and although we didn't get Victor Wembanyama, he will be challenging Victor Wembanyama for the best player in this draft. Or if not for the best player in the draft, making sure that this is one of the deepest drafts. Also, Cam Whitmore was in this draft. So this has to be a deep draft. But back to this play. Amen Thompson, bro. This was the play of the game if you were a Rockets fan, bro. At the end of the third quarter, brings the ball down, 6 seconds left, gets the guy, broke his ankles, and then dunked on him. Yo, this man has a family, man. This man has a family, man. Like, bro, they had the whole sideline just holding their head. Like, how do you get your ankles broken and dunked on in the same play? This dude is a freak of nature, man, and he's a problem. Amen Thompson is a problem, man, and he's going to be fun to watch for a long time. Houston, do not let this gem that we got wearing the number 1, Amen. Yeah, you just got to bow your head, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Bull's name was Precious on the other side. This highlight was Precious, man. Hit him with the in and out. Got him stumbling, and then you try to, hats off to the dude for the credit and the effort that he gave to try to get back into the play. But sometimes, big dog, you just gotta chop it up as an L. Oh man, that was nasty. In the fourth quarter, though, we could not guard number 11. Jalen Brunson, if you don't know his name, you will know his name, because this dude can play basketball, man. This dude can play basketball. We needed to get the ball out of his hands a lot earlier. Allowing him to play one-on-one. Amen Thompson could only do so much. When you got IQ, when you got talent, when you got all of the things meshed into one with playmaking ability in Jalen Brunson, just get the ball out of his hands. We had Cat down the rights, fouled out of the game. Yeah, they got Mikal Bridges, but I think that we would have done a lot better letting somebody else beat us. Also, there was a lot of second chance effort points that they were getting. The Josh Harts of the world, these guys are crashing the glass, and they are getting second chance points. Aren't we supposed to be the best in the league when it comes to second chance points? I know that second chance points doesn't calculate to defensive rebounding, but we got to do a better job of getting a stop and finishing the stop with a rebound. So we got another game tonight, Brooklyn Nets. Let's do a better job, guys. Ball movement, did a good job with that. Limiting the turnovers and finishing a defensive possession with the rebound. Let's all crash the glass. Let's all collectively get back into the win column. I'm sure that we can do this tonight, man. We need some revenge for this last game when they blew us out. They had no rights to do that. I think that was on our home floor, too. Yeah. Again, have some pride with y'all's craft. Y'all been doing this y'all entire life. So after a certain point, man, some pride got to get into it, man. Let's get back into the win column. Please, y'all. We do have a side note for today. Side note, Luka Doncic ended up getting traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, amongst other things. My personal opinion, I think that the Dallas Mavericks won this trade. Luka doesn't play any defense. We've seen that in the last NBA Finals, that this guy gives lackluster effort on the defensive end. Is he amazing on the offensive end? Of course he is. Is he capable of dropping God knows how many points? Of course. But if you can't play defense, you could drop 45 every single night. But if you're giving up 30, what have you really done? Yeah, you're up by 15, but there's 5 other players on the opposite team that can make up. Now, if the guy that you're defending is dropping 30, all they need is 15 more to make up. So, and again, we've already established that you're not playing defense. So, each and everybody could take turns on getting to these guys. Now, do the Lakers have a big man? No. They got a 40-year-old LeBron that is aging. Is he the GOAT? Of course. Is he the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball? Of course. That's my guy, King James. I'm always going to stand on that. King James, King James, King James. But the man is 40. Luka, yeah, they got an uphill battle over there. Dude, apparently he's 6'7", 260. Used to walking around at 225, 230. So the dude's overweight. He need to get a new diet. What else? A trade that I do like, though. De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. Unfortunately, everybody in my division is getting a lot better. So, the Rockets, this is what y'all can look at. Y'all have steep competition for the next couple of years. This division that y'all are in, Pelicans, just seems like the worst team. Memphis Grizzlies, Rockets, Dallas Mavericks, and the San Antonio Spurs. This division is going to be up for grabs. So we are limping into the All-Star break. Let's try to make sound decisions, get good quality wins, take this break, get rested, and make a playoff push. Make a push to get into the playoffs and do our thing, y'all. But that's my piece. Peace, y'all.
I'm trying to famous, ooh, I'm trying to famous.